Hello, welcome to Daily Drumming with Dunc. We're on whatever day it is. I'm losing all track of days at the moment. What are we? Thursday. It's the whatever it is of April. 9th of April, I think. 9th of April already. April's going by quicker than I thought it would. So, Thursday. That means Thursday and Friday, it's Song of the Week. So what we can do this week is High Hopes by Panic at the Disco. I'm going to kind of simplify it a little bit in terms of some of the fills and like little nuances and stuff going off there, but it'll give you the basics of the song. And so we're going to kind of break it down into three main bits: your verse, the bridge, and the chorus. So we're going to learn how to play those today, and then we'll look at song structure again tomorrow. And yeah, unfortunately the shorts are out, so you've got to put up with the old hairy knee again. And one thing I noticed watching back my video when I was editing yesterday's was I'd never noticed this before. What's going off here? What's this? I'd never realised that's from drumming, right? Got this random weird calf muscle down here. Let's have a big close-up on it. Look at that. Eh? There you go. So if you want if you want weird calf muscles, play the drums a lot. I'm sure it's from drumming. I mean, I run as well, but that's got to be from drumming. But anyway, I was quite disturbed by that. So sorry. Please don't have nightmares thinking about my hairy knee and random calf muscles. So I apologise for that. Right, anyway, enough of me talking nonsense. Let's crack on. So the verse, we'll learn how to play it first, and then I'll kind of play it along a little bit with the track. So it's kind of like a strange-ish sort of groove because it's not got your standard sort of hi-hat thing going through. Let's bring it up on the screen so you can see it, which would be useful. So this is our verse pattern. So basically what we've got is we've got an 8th note, 2 16th note on the bass drum, which is da, da, da. So it's one and da. Okay. If you want to remember, I always remember it by hot coffee. So hot coffee. And damn, I need some coffee now. But anyway, hot coffee. Okay, so that's your first bass drum bit. What we've got here and here, which is on the snare drum, which is not a winky smiley face, which is what it does look like. This is a flam. So flam, if you don't know what a flam is, it's where one stick hits just before the other one. So it gets kind of like a double sort of sound. Don't worry about getting a perfect flam. If you just aim to hit both sticks at the same time, you'll find one often hits before the other one anyway. I mean, to do it, if you start with your sticks like that, so one up in the air, one close to the drum, you'll get a flam. So basically, we've got a flam on beat 2 and beat 4. So that's what your snare drum is doing. It's going 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we put that bit together, we get 1 and a 2. Hot coffee flam. Okay, hot coffee flam. We're going to go for that bit. Or flan, if you want to have a hot coffee and a flan. Why not? I'm in a weird mood today. Right, these crosses down here are your left foot on the hi-hat. If I just go into that one. So that is doing this. Okay, if I get that leg out of the way. So there's my hi-hat pedal. Ignore that pedal. That's my other bass drum. So that's my hi-hat pedal. So when we get to these bits, you're going to do 2 on the left foot. So if you put all that together up to there, you've got, so that's on the and of 2, that's on beat 3. So it's 1 and a 2 and 3. Okay. Now if we look at the next bit here, if we start from that second foot beat we've done there on beat 3, basically we've got, it's a 16th note, 16th note, and an 8th note, but it sounds like 3 16th notes. It's three in a row, so it's da, da, da. So it's 3, E, and. So basically, you're going to do left foot, 2 on the right. So it's going to go. Let's get that out of the way. All right. And then we're going with another flam on, sorry, wrong page, screen, whatever. Where are we? It's that one. Then we go with another flam on beat 4. So we get... So 1 and a 2 and 3 E and 4. So hot coffee flam, foot, and then I don't know. Hot coffee flam, foot, I want cheese. Hot coffee flam, foot, I want cheese. Well, you're going to remember that. I always teach when I'm teaching like weird rhythms. The weirder the weirder the words I put it to it, you just remember it. So right, hot coffee flam, foot, I want cheese. Hot coffee flam, foot, I want cheese. You can substitute the cheese for anything. If you want gin or beer or whatever, as long as it's one syllable, that's fine, whatever you fancy. Chips would work, hot coffee, flan, foot, I want chips. Okay. You can tell I've been in quarantine a little bit too long now. So let's just play that along with the track. One and a two, then 3 and 4. Hot coffee, flam, foot, I want cheese. Just check that's still recording. Yes. So there we go. Sorry for ruining that song now for you, because every time you hear that, you're going to be hearing hot coffee, flan, foot, I want cheese or chips or whatever. So that's your verse. The bridge, which is this, this is kind of like where it just drops down a little bit. So this is the bit that goes between the verse and we kick into the chorus. So basically, very, very simple. We're playing 16ths on the ride, so 1 E and a 2 E and this bit's quite quiet and soft, and then the left foot, if you can see that doing that over there, is just on beat 2 and beat 4. So it's just, sorry, I'm not showing you on the screen. There we go, get it right. That's this bit. So we get 1 E and a. Okay, so just 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So again, if I just play that bit with the song, hopefully I won't get done too much for copyright. So fairly straightforward, quite fast on that right hand. All right. Again, I apologise if my drumming sounds slightly out of time with the music. I've got some what's called latency issues going off with my computer at the moment, so where it's recording it slightly out of time. That's my excuse for not being able to play it in time today. And then for the final bit for today's video, we're going to look at the chorus. So the chorus is the same bass and snare drum pattern as the verse. Okay, so if you look at the bass drum pattern, okay, there and there, it's exactly the same here. So we've got the hot coffee thing, and then we've got the I want bit here. I'm going to do it without the open hi-hats first. So the only difference is we're now playing eighths over the top on the hi-hat. So we get this pattern. Okay, now if I slow it right down, because you might need to do it at this kind of speed just to get it going. Even slower. Okay, so the bits to watch out for are these two bass drums. So this bass drum here has got to fit exactly halfway between that hi-hat and that hi-hat on the of that beat, and this bass drum is between those two hi-hats. So you might just want to just practice those bits. So what's happening here is you're doing your hi-hat and your bass drum immediately followed by another bass drum. So you get this. And then once you've got that, you might want to just go into the next beat. And then this is basically kind of like the opposite way around. You get the foot on its own and then the foot and the hi-hat. And then what I would do with that is probably put that one in before it. So you've got basically hand, foot, and then both together into your snare. Okay, so for the opens, what we're going to do is going to have it open on the first two beats, first two eighth notes. So we get... I would then, obviously, we want to try and close it, not with that foot, close it there with the height, with the snare drum. And then we get another open over on this one, which is on the second. So this bit's going to go. Okay, now you can get away with it if you're not really that up on your open hi-hats yet. You can miss those bits out. It's not essential. But if you put them in, it's going to sound like this. Okay, so if we play that bit along with the track. So without the open, it's going to sound like that. Okay, so they are the three main elements of the song, and there's I mean, obviously you've only got one bass drum pattern. Basically, your bass drum is doing the same thing. It's the only thing that's changing mostly between the verse and the chorus is your right hand, and that chorus one can be a little bit tricky. So I would start that off nice and slow, as we always do, and then gradually build your speed up. So work on those 3 bits. Once you've got those 3 bits, we can basically put the song together. So I'll have a quick look at the song structure tomorrow, and there's a couple of drum fills we probably do need to get in there, which we'll have a look at also tomorrow. So go practice that, and I will see you tomorrow for the second part of this one when we'll put it all together. If you're feeling generous and you want to donate anything to me via PayPal, there are links for that in the description. Anything is much appreciated just to keep me going and keep me alive while I can't go and work in schools. So, the knee's back. Right, let's get rid of that. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.